What do you mean once beaten? Bro?
I was beaten once. I told
bro.
you that I love you, and guess what happened?
You didn't say I love you. You didn't even say I love you. You actually just said
I wish you happy Valentine's, and I was
amnesia.
I wake up one day and I don't remember anything, but I remember how to speak English. So generosity isn't a thing.
It is. I'm not saying because it's not 110% selfless that it's not there. I just feel like I don't think there's selfless generosity.
Just because you're in the streets doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just means that you're in the streets.
Check, you see Mike is laughing because like we're having a conversation off air.
Don't involve me.
About like I was somewhere seated and some millennials were talking about the first time they encountered the orange side, the black and orange side.
Yeah.
So Mike is dying because some guy said he got it in class 4.
Class 4, dog.
Like the first time he opened up. Yeah, man.
Class 4, what was I doing in class 4?
Class 4, bro.
You know, class 4 I was 9 years old.
But you know that's where I think the boom of technology was around when we were like 10 and 12. Like phones were coming, Wi-Fi was spreading.
209 kulikuwa na Wi-Fi? Okay, me 209 was class 4.
Sijui kulikuwa
so your guy was 2010.
Sijui kulikuwa na Wi-Fi, but kulikuwa na cybers. Unajua sasa ulikuwa
naenda cyber. Oh yeah, cyber.
Ulikuwa naenda cyber cyber cafe. Whichever, I don't know which one. Best.
For someone who does cooking, you say calf.
No, I say cafe.
Okay. So
I was just being inclusive.
But class 4, bro. Class 4, you know, the production is starting class 6. So this guy was not seeing anything new.
Bro, nothing.
What the hell?
You know at that time, like,
why is that not blowing your mind? It's just an everyday thing.
Because like, see, it's already happened. You know, once you fuck it up, bro. You can't unfuck the fuck up. Bro, like this person, you know those days, bro.
God.
If there was no, but you know, like the older guys, like older millennials. See, then they used to watch it like, I didn't have a site, then they had CDs.
And they have CDs. And magazines.
Bro, and Playboy.
Playboy
when you watch TV, bro, you see like Joey has a stash of Playboy or something.
Yeah.
And that's where they used to go get their...
Even in France, bro. It was even like on TV. Like there was a there was an episode where there was a channel.
They had a free channel
of just
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So
but that's crazy.
But imagine having a free channel just for that. That's crazy.
How bad is US? You know me, I think the devil lives there.
Everyone kind of says that.
We have a free. No, this is TV, dog. No, like this is TV. Like remember that episode of Friends where they were literally watching
like MTV on repeat.
Dead ass, bro, and you're like, don't touch it.
That's crazy.
That's payment. That's a free channel just for you. And
that was
a
glitch in the Matrix, but like msee analipia nini yake na hiyo channel iko. Like analipia subscription ya TV na hiyo kitu iko. Wow, on TV, bro. I was listening to a podcast. This guy's in the UK, bro.
Yeah.
They pay £220 for Sky, bro.
£220
for Sky. This guy said that on the pod.
For
220 for I
for
think
a
it was
month.
PM, bro.
Per month. £220. You guys don't know how to stream. Totalspotted.pro.
Unacheza vitu zimebani huko.
Kwani ziko live huko kwetu? Kwani ziko
zimebani ziko si hata hivyo.
Mbona ungenika ziko legalized kwetu?
Ona kama vile Dubai you can't go to the orange and black site. Huko sasa ukianza bro. Imagine you can't do that over there. Like you have to be on a VPN to go on the orange and black side.
Because they track you.
No, it's because the government, the precautions, you can't watch such things in such states.
Slow down. Just slow down. This is the World Wide Web. This is a Dubai World Wide Web. So what you mean when you say that?
It's true, it's the World Wide Web. Yeah. But the servers are in Dubs. So if you want to access from
the orange site servers are in Dubs.
No. Like see you while you're in Dubs. For you to be pinged to the World Wide Web, you're bouncing off servers and towers in Dubs. So hizo zimekuwa guardrails. So unajua sites ziko na web address. So I think how that thing works is if you ping this web address, this web address, this one. No,
it's like there is a Wi-Fi that can't allow you to access them.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair.
So now you can't access if you're on cellular, if you're on Wi-Fi, if you're on what
really?
You have to be on a VPN.
To Dubai wako anga.
Sasa in football, now uko maju, you start streaming, bro. It just cuts off. You know, like the way we're streaming and then it starts lagging. No, it just keeps on going off and refusing to start again, Like it's super, super frustrating. You can't watch anything.
But the VPNs work.
Over there?
Yeah.
It's a VPN. See, you're no longer bouncing off now in the country. So you're bouncing off somewhere. Like if you're in UK and you do a VPN for Kenya, see now you'll bounce off Kenya. So in Kenya, those web addresses have no issues, so they'll reflect.
You see, my concern is these are things that are known. It's not like it's a secret that there's a VPN that's gonna come to bypass our system.
It's like a free VPN for Netflix. Like if you're using to stream Netflix using a free VPN. Netflix is going to frustrate.
What she's saying is if you use a free VPN on Netflix, it frustrates you. You can start watching sometimes it doesn't even. These days they are so in front. They're like, we can detect you're using a VPN. Please log out so that you can be able to watch.
Yes, I started watching wrestling. You know, for those of you who don't know, WWE is on Netflix. Yeah. So yeah,
free plug,
bro. It's amazing. WWE is the best thing right now. Do you know John Cena? No, let's not.
I've been seeing even on the socials. I've been seeing an influx of wrestling, and I'm like, is wrestling making a comeback?
Right now, it's the best thing. Right now, the only thing you need to watch right now on TV or anywhere else
is wrestling.
And Barcelona. That's it. Nothing else. That's the most fun you're going to watch anywhere. Because you see, every other team, we don't know how they're going to perform. But wrestling, every single episode that I have watched,
it's episodes now.
It's episode by episode, bro. There's Monday Night Raw, and there's Friday Night SmackDown. What a weird names walking the streets. I like it. Sorry.
I'm a grown up.
There's Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Every single week, there's something new that's coming up, and I'm telling you, it usually comes in for those of us who are in East Africa, it comes like at 3 a.m. And I will be up at 3 a.m. to watch that.
The new episodes on Netflix that you can wake up the next
day. Like, it's not like a new episode. It is alive.
Or it doesn't save on the platform.
Okay, I think it does. But then you see, for you to watch it, you also have to do that VPN thing. So let me explain what I'm saying. So for you to watch WWE on Netflix, it's only on Netflix America or UK servers.
I see what you mean.
Not in Africa, because Africa is Africa. Now, for you to watch it, we have to go through the VPN or use the DSTV. DSTV has saved us a lot, right? Saved us a lot.
DSTV is there.
So every single episode is something new. Right now, bro, John Cena is the most hated man on the planet. John Cena. I've been telling people on my Instagram, I'm going to start a live stream just to watch wrestling and football and music. I don't know when, but I will do it. But in the meantime and in between time, hello everyone, welcome back to Walk in the Streets. It's your boy, Mr. Fahrenheit Michael Kimathi.
It's your boy, Roy, your local gardener and your local monk.
Bro,
if you're a VPN, I kind of see how we can work together. I know we've been missing, but you can see it was just a nice plug. If we were selling like one of those VPNs, you'd have been in it. You'd have been in it.
I would love it. I would love to do it.
You'd love a VPN.
No, just too far. That's so square even say. Tani kuulize bro, tulikuwa tunaongea leo kuhusu Arctic,
Antarctica and Arctic. Yeah.
I've been thinking about it ever since we were talking about it. Isn't it weird how this rice-skinned people named places? There's Iceland, Finland, Greenland. Ireland, Northern Ireland,
Greenland.
There's Greenland. Greenland isn't even green.
It's ice. And Iceland is
I've just clocked it right now.
And Iceland is very green.
Iceland is green.
Very green.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't even going.
I don't know what they were doing with that one. That one also confuses me. I'm like, so Greenland is ice, but Iceland is green? Yeah. I don't know what they were doing with that one. Or maybe when they were naming it, it was vice versa and global warming happened, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's fine, bro. But still, Greenland and it's only ice. I didn't even know that's not where I was going. I don't even know. Where was I going with this?
Where were you going with
Antarctica? I don't even know where I was going. You've lost me, dog.
They were naming the way these guys were naming places: Antarctica, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Greenland.
Hey. I was talking about.
You're lost, bro.
I'm lost now because now Minipotez. Greenland is actually ice.
Yeah, Greenland is actually ice. Man, Iceland is actually
green.
It's cool. Did you know that the northern lights are also the northern and the southern? Like, I didn't know they were I just thought they were northern. I didn't know there was north and southern lights.
Yeah. Because then, you know what the name for the southern lights are?
I can't remember. I was like, oh shit, this nigga can actually remember what we searched how many hours ago.
It was something Australis. It is a spell from Harry Potter Australis. Aurora Australis.
Yeah, that one. And then
That
also
is-
Aboralize.
Imagine, Southern Lights are called Australian lights. Australia, something that does not exist. His name in lights. Australia, you know there are things that don't exist. Australia, amnesia doesn't exist.
Amnesia doesn't
But
exist.
it's not a real thing. Though.
Okay, cool.
Think about it.
Okay, cool.
You agree?
Maybe.
We move.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Maybe. I just want to say, bro, that's crazy. Have you remembered what you wanted to say?
I've forgotten, but I don't care now.
It's gone. Let me take you somewhere else, bro.
Amnesia. I wake
Should I
up
give
one day.
and you've
I
just
don't remember
forgotten
anything.
everything. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I remember how to speak English.
Oh my days.
Musinibebe. I don't remember anything, but I know to speak English. Come on, dog. Sorry,
Check it,
bro.
I don't know if I should have asked this question here, bro. I should take it to the end. Let me ask this nice one here, and then I'll take the other one to the end.
Yeah.
So this nice one is, bro, Bien was asked somewhere juicy on a podcast.
Yeah.
He was asked to rank his children, his wife, and his mother. His children, his wife, and his mother.
My situation, do I have the answers there are very simple.
What is your answer to that? Before I gave you what like Mr. Bien gave, because he gave like a dope answer.
What was his answer?
I'll give me your answer first, and then I'll tell you what Bien said.
Rank them for what? Like in terms of who can cook better? answer. I've not asked you not asked the question. One, you assume you're just only.
No, like in like priorities, like nani ndo number one.
My priorities.
Nani number one. Damn. Una sweat sana.
I think I won't change my answer from some. I think someone asked me this sometime back. I don't know if it was you guys. I won't change my answer. My answer is I never chose my mother, but I will always choose my wife.
So what does that mean, my
So my priority is going to be my wife first.
I never chose my mother, but I chose my wife.
Yeah.
Your wife over your children?
Oh no! Oh, children are there.
Yeah, there were kids, bro.
Not children. The children are mine. Yeah, so children first.
Children are mine. Kwani who else could the children be for my brother?
Yeah, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, come on,
I
man.
see what you mean. You mean.
So my children first. My children. My wangu.
Yours.
Check.
My children.
My
Your
children.
children. Yeah.
My children 1st. I will always love my mom, but I will choose my wife, then my mom.
Your wife, then your mom. Fair. I love my mother to death, but I grind with my wife every day.
Yeah.
My mother is my father's number one.
Yeah.
She can allow me to have my wife as number one.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro.
Yeah.
And then he went on to like, but my mom knows I love her. Like,
Yeah, anajua nampenda. Okay, hope anajua. Hey,
you hope anaku. Bro, tell your mother you love her.
let me give you a story that happened this year. This year I hugged my mom.
Wow.
Bro, the last time I hugged my mom, hata nyinyi mnakumliko huko. It was my graduation party. Let me tell you what happened, dog. Me, I'm leaving for work at 6:17 in the morning.
6:17. You even have the time, bro.
Nimeingia, si unajua pia naishi kuna lift. So nimeingia lift. Acha kucheka.
Poa ringa bro, ambia kamera hiyo statement tena. Kwani unaishi bro, kuna nini where he lives there's an elevator, guys.
Kuna elevator.
Tell the camera.
Sasa makosa niliingia kwa hiyo lift. Kabla binvu kazimika.
Nini lift kazimika?
Ilizimika bro, hata tukusonga. Ilizimika tu. And then all that's left is that little light that's in the elevator. There's like a small light there. And I'm just there and I'm like, God, this cannot be the day. This cannot be the day.
So I thought you weren't dying. What were you saying?
Exactly. This cannot be the
day for what? I thought you weren't dying.
This cannot be
I
it.
thought you weren't dying.
Let me tell you what happened, dog. The man you see in front of you, the man
But that shit is
you
scary.
see in front of you became a boy.
That shit is scary. Yeah, when the lift lights go off and it hangs and it quamas in the middle. Yeah,
I
know
didn't
what
think
you
of
mean.
calling 911. What's the number for police in Kenya?
999.
999. I didn't think of calling them. I called mama Mike. Nikamwambia mom, niko kwa lift, aisongi. Nifanye. My mom was like, ati uko wapi? Niko kwa lift. Hata sijatoka floor, niko hapo kwa lift.
Hapo tu kwa mlango.
Alafu akasema the most reassuring words, usijali, acha nipige caretaker. Me I was like, must kufikiria kupiga caretaker.
Because what you said, bro, you are no longer a man.
I
You are
was a boy. And let me tell you, 2 minutes later, I'm there doing my Hail Marys, my Our Fathers. I'm praying to the Almighty that God forgive me for I have sinned. My last good confession was I don't know when. I'm telling God I'm sorry. And then 2 minutes later, she calls me like, nimeongea na caretaker anakuja. 2 minutes later, mimi natoka lift 6:25. and I'm like, hey Mungu asanti, sishuki hizi na hii lift, nikashuka stairs
Kashuka stairs kutoka huko kote, bro.
Mpaka chini. In the evening when she got home, I gave my mom the best hug I've given anyone in life.
How compare hug after that? Like
Sasa alikuwa melala. Singempatia gas for the whole day. You feel amenisave.
Sina maoni, bro, but I am very happy.
Thank you.
That you finally hugged your mother. That's growth, bro.
Yeah, man.
I know it's taken a rough year for you.
It's been a rough year.
But you know, it always feels so weird. Just even like there's a day I randomly looked at Mamsie and I was like, can I just get a hug? And she was like,
you told her that?
Yeah, I was like, I just want a hug. She was like, hey. And she was like, hey. And even me, I was like, in my head, I'm like, hey. Even to say it has taken so much strength. I'm like, hey.
That's a new level unlocked.
And then we hugged and I was like, hey. Nice is too weird, man.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the hug, but now I can't be doing this.
But fuck this nigga though. Fuck you.
Why?
This is February 14th. It's the day of love. It's Friday. Everyone was happy. February 14th, 2025. It's the day of love. My boy has been telling me, Michael, you've not been showing me love. I don't feel as if me and you are home.
Still on this shit, bro.
So what do? I just think about random. I don't think of it. I just think about him random. Like, you know what? Let me call this nigga. And obviously, we're calling for. I think I was calling you for help at work or something.
Yeah, there's something.
So the first thing I do was I'm like, hey, yo, bro, what's up? Uko fiti? Man, happy Valentine's, dog. This nigga said the following words: that is so gay.
It's true, I did. I'm not even gonna lie. He said it and I was like, damn, you know, if Vince called me
the fuck?
And told me that
me was a problem,
I'd have been like, yeah, bet man, happy Valentine's, because we're affectionate like that. But you see, with this dude, we're just not affectionate like that. So
no, you can't. So
like, damn, this is quite
you
weird.
Can't switch the game.
This is quite. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. But then after that, I was like, happy Valentine's. I appreciate. It was so weird for me because, like, yeah. It's like, bro, imagine your dad has never told you I love you, and then all of a sudden he comes and tells you I love you. Bro, so you'll think like it's cancer or something, bro.
Yeah, but this is me being a good friend,
thing, bro.
This is me being a good friend.
When have you done it again? When have you shown affection since February 14th? Never again, bro. It's been like 3 months after.
Yeah, you're not lighting. What's this thing? What?
Not gaslighting.
Gaslighting. I keep forgetting.
Not lighting gas. Not lighting gas.
Hiyo utanifanyia hivyo. Pole, aki nimedigress sana.
No, but it's true, bro. It's true. He's never done it again since then. So.
Yeah, because you once beaten, twice shy.
What do you mean once beaten? Bro?
I was beaten once. I told you that I love you, and guess what happened?
You didn't say I love you. You didn't even say I love you. You actually just said
I wish you happy Valentine's, and I was just
told not
that's
the same
so
thing.
Gay.
Bro, I was like, wow, crazy.
Sorry, Vince. Thank you, Paulie. You've been saying deeper question from the producer.
That's crazy. What did you want to ask?
Next
episode, bro. Next time.
Well,
but it's good that you've hugged your momsy, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
So you know, like we've been on the.
You haven't answered the question. I haven't heard your answer.
What was the question?
Priority.
What?
Ranking.
As of course, children.
Sema, saa vunja roho ya mtu sahi.
Children, bro. Alafu unajua.
Mama,
I don't know why.
Mama Roy.
I don't know why you're laughing.
I have your number.
You know when you check the thing, when you're drawing a flowchart, she says usually why you laughing? So. When you draw a flowchart, there's usually the tier over here on top.
Yeah.
And then now it comes down in branches. So this is Roy, and then children, and then after children, it goes down twice. So left
equal.
And right.
Equal.
Yeah.
Equal affection
and
for
then
both.
Mama Roy, and then Mrs. Roy. Yeah, bro. But then some Mrs. Roy is just 2 inches higher.
Than fantastic. You see, Mama Roy, you're not like that anymore. Try to say, uncle.
Deep question.
Yeah.
It's still relevant.
Yeah, ask your deep question.
Do you think?
That your fathers have your mothers as number one?
Yes.
DNC.
Do you think that your mothers have your fathers as number one, as BN said, instead of?
Like your father has your mother as number one.
Like in the ranking.
Or do you think that your father's ranking is the same as like Mr. B?
You're asking me?
Yeah, because you're the one who has a father here, bro. What the fuck?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You said it. I'd say
ranking.
I'd say it's the same rank.
It's the same rank.
I think it's the same ranking. I think we are more important to him. And then my mom. Yeah.
But I think, bro, that thing changes. I think when you're younger, I think the children will be more important.
Yeah.
For a bit, and then there's a point the children reach.
Yeah.
Now mama becomes number one again.
Number one, yeah.
After the children
that's what your cousin said
when role reversals happen.
Remember that day when you were at your place, and then your cousin said that question we asked him about the day for pregnancy. Like you have a wedding, then your
wife is giving birth.
Where will you be? Remember I don't remember the answer. They said that personally, me I'll be at my marriage. Yeah, that's what they said, and they stood 10 toes on it. They were like, "Checky, I'll be at my marriage because these kids will go."
That's what they said.
I'm dead. As I said it, all three of them.
It's true. The kids will go, and
the kids will go, and I'll be left with my wife.
That's where the thing happens, bro. Like I was on phone with my friend the other day, and she was saying we're approaching the age, bro, where role reversals are about to happen. Yeah. In that now you become the provider to your parents, or you become like you're the one who's feeding them. Like they can still stand on their own, but like now you're giving them like chums or like taking care of their things, you see.
Yeah, but then you remember the question you asked me yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? Who usually asks you to do some of these things?
You're not asked, bro. You just do them.
Do it. But then do you think we'll do it because of gratitude or maybe...
Me, when I reach that point in my Lord, the God allows me to reach that point. Me, it's for sure for gratitude. But I know what you're saying because the other man them out there, it's just obligation. Yeah. But you know, sometimes when something is obligation, you don't think of how it makes you feel. You don't think of the feeling. You just do. And sometimes some things just need to be done. Because I'm not of the one like, don't give the hand back. Yeah. Like maybe you might feel some type of way. Yeah. But I just feel like it's a passage of life. You have to give the hand back.
But then you see it's like gift giving. You know, like, personally, I'm very bad at giving gifts. I admit to that. Because I always overthink. Where I'm like, I think I want to give you the perfect gift. So I want it to be literally something that, I know you'd love. That's why I overthink a lot. So the problem is, usually using that analogy, I've seen parents, my grandparents, for example, they have smartphones now. My grandfather is 76, my grandmother is 72. What the hell is a smartphone for them?
But 70 ain't that old, actually.
I know. But at the end of the day, what use do they get from it?
So you see, they can talk to you. They can call you, bro. They can video chat you.
You're going to ignore that?
Yeah, talk to me, bro. Talk to me, bro.
I don't know what that means.
Talk to me, bro. Okay. It's me and you on the phone. Don't listen to what the people behind the camera are saying, because they're saying some crazy shit.
I don't even know what that is, number one. I don't know what that is. Dog, I don't know what that is.
Stop indulging him, bro.
That's a red flag.
See, I'm not even looking at him. But they have phones like for communication per se.
But simple phones would be good for that.
Yeah, it would still work. But tomorrow when you may advancements in tech, bro, if they can get it.
So is it for you or for them?
Keep quiet, bro. Keep quiet. This nigga is saying some rambunctious shit. Hi.
Ngori.
Unapo it kwa hii video utaona enjoy nonsense. Yeah. Back to that shit. So what you're saying is, bro, are you giving the folks the smartphones so that they're up to time? Ama so that you can say your parents have smartphones.
Because you see, sometimes it makes you wonder whether, like, I understand development. I really do. But now, even me, let me give you an example. How often, right now, we are in this age of we talked about this last 2 years ago, called something called Locket. I am not on Locket.
Yes, same.
I don't see what the hell it's for.
Same.
But now everyone wants you to be on Locket because they're on Locket.
Yeah.
That's what if you use that on the same line of thought, people usually, I think, like, for example, again, my grandparents, them, they have Wi-Fi in the house. What the hell are they doing with Wi-Fi? What are they?
Can they use the Wi-Fi?
When?
Do they know how to search the World Wide Web?
Who is going to teach them? They're by themselves.
So they don't know how to use the
internet. So
they
go on the internet to learn how to use the internet. Me, I'm a tech-savvy man.
Chill.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use the internet, but they have a smartphone and Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think, I generally think that it's for us when you go there. For that time in which, like, for example, like, if I was to call my grandma over a video call, which will never come to mind. Why am I calling my grandmother over a video call?
See if you can, bro. Though.
Why not buy airtime
and call her
the way she knows?
See, you are making, like, I think, adapt, like, make
Bro,
her
you know I
move
stood
up
with
with
her
the
for 5
times.
minutes to show how to use the back button on her screen.
Allow it, bro. Like, allow it. Like, allow it, bro. Like,
I can. I
you
do.
know where they started. That's not even probably where they started. But me, where I met them, bro,
Yeah.
they were using the Kadile thing. You go round and then you go number 6, and then you go round and then you pick, and then so like they don't know how to use it. So it might take some time, but they can get it, man.
I think that's too much stress for them.
I think they can get it. If they're interested, why not?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I genuinely don't. I think my grandparents, the way they are, they move with the idea that I won't spend time with my grandkids. And they don't use anything about technology to do anything like that.
You know, like a video call, bro, I think would slap for grandparents, bro. Like, if a grandparent hasn't seen, man, or somebody's like in a different nationality, in a different nation, and then like now all of a sudden your granny can look at you like this, like, "Hi, Ancheri, sasa, habari ya huko." You know what I'm saying, man? And they can see you and like them, and they know like ikikam, alafu anaona simu inalia but anajiona, anajua ni video call. So anapika, alafu all of a sudden, hata kama simu iko hapa bro kwa mapua, anakuona. Na amekuona amefurahi yako like, you know what, nimesumse. Alafu akuuliza unakuja mlini. You know what I'm saying?
Now that I think now you've given me an idea. You know, this is a year of growth. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Because 70 isn't too old, you know.
Yeah, it isn't. It
like,
isn't.
Not too
and
old.
I'm very proud. And I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
What's up?
So you see, bro. So you see, bro.
Shit.
Where we also, but there's an interesting thing there, bro.
Yeah.
In that the things we do, we don't ask anyone to do them, and no one asks us to do them. We just do them. But then, like, that's what I was saying. Sometimes you don't need to feel about it or think about it, because, like, giving your parents black tax, quote unquote. Some, like, you could look at people who do it. No, they're, you know, like Africa, bro, we have this thing, Africans.
Annoying.
I think we have this thing of just looking, mtoto anani anafanya nini, ama kufikiria ule mzazi atauliza mtoto wangu anafanyanga nini, ama mzazi ukiona kama like a household where, like, for example, the parents have raised up nice children wameenda wakasoma nini. And then the parents are still living in the same dingy house, the same watch. Jamii tu inashinda kusema watoto walisomeshwa wakafanyishwa ABC wakasahau wazazi wao. So sometimes I think you do certain things like with those things in mind, as well as the gratitude. You do it like, I can't have people saying ati Mama Roy was just left by Roy like that. No way in hell. But also I respect what Mama Roy did for Roy. So I'm also giving her all this because I respect her. But also I'm not letting her down. Guys in the community are like ati Mama. Nah, they need to know Mama Roy has been kept well. Like it's
But who are guys in the community though? Who is this person who's sitting down thinking, what is Mike doing for his mother?
Mother's Union. I don't know, bro. But you see, like, there are those people here and there, bro, that even if you go shags or you go to certain places, you just hear to small questions. Or have you ever met that mother who doesn't even introduce themselves? They're like, oh yeah, mimi ni mama wa daktari. Mimi ni mama wa engineer. Mimi ni bro, because you're no longer, it's like my kid is a doctor and you all gotta know about it.
Yeah.
It's
Jesus Christ. The way people say amini wakili kwa hiyo meru.
It's a thing, bro.
Jesus Christ.
It's a thing.
It's so bloody true. And now you see you put it
it's a
put
thing.
It into context what you said earlier about that thing of doing these things not because someone has asked you to do them. Though again, I always come back to question that idea. Just because someone hasn't asked for it, right? Usually, I think, again, I asked you this question some time back. Maybe it was even 2 days back. I asked you, do you think people do these things with the preconceived idea that at the end of the day, I'm going to get credit for it? Or...
Yes. There's an episode. There's an episode of Friends.
Yeah.
I think Joey and Phoebe were having a discussion. Yeah. And I think the discussion was behind... Joey was telling Phoebe, there are no unselfish good deeds.
There are no unselfish... Okay, fair.
There are no unselfish good deeds.
Yeah.
You might think you're doing something like with a nini or nini, but you're looking for maybe a feeling. You're looking for maybe a recognition. Or like you're just looking to know, like for example, Phoebe was trying to count, was like, so if I go like just adopt cats and then bring them to my house. I was like, yeah, that's good. And then Joey asked Phoebe, how would you feel after you've done that? And then Phoebe was like, I'd feel good.
Yeah.
And then people's like, yeah. You see, like there's a connection, like just a bit because of a feeling you get from doing a deed.
So generosity isn't a thing?
It is. I'm not saying because it's not 110% selfless that it's not there. I just feel like I don't think there's selfless generosity.
You don't think there's okay.
Like maybe 99%, but maybe there's that 1% or I don't know, because what essentially we're trying to ask is, do you just do good because you want to do good?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
But why? What is your motivation to want to do good?
Jesus.
You're trying to meet something. You're trying to live a certain way. You're trying to live a certain way. Yeah.
That's arguable.
It's Jesus because you're
I
trying
mean, you
to
try
live.
to live a certain way, true. That's very true. But then just because you're trying to live a certain way doesn't necessarily translate to you're looking for something.
You're not looking for something, but it's not 100% selfless because you're trying to live a certain way. So it's even 1% selfish because it enhances how you live as a person.
What is this? What
doesn't mean it's a
mean?
bad thing. Selfish doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's for you. It's benefiting you.
Yeah.
Like it is for yourself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like you see selfless in that there's zero gain. You have Namwana. You have zero gain.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like there's nothing benefiting you, even 1%. You see what I'm saying? Like
I see it, but that seems impossible.
exactly. That's what I was. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think there's like 100%, maybe 99.1%, but not 100%. Yes, producer.
Producer Chrome. I'm concerned for you, honestly. I don't know if you'll be heard.
The cameras will hear. We'll see what we'll do when we're editing. I talk, we'll see. You see, but we are repeating everything he's saying. So.
Starting with the conversation at hand.
The camera bado ina record? Okay, fine.
Starting with the
Conversation at hand. Conversation at hand.
I feel like we live in a world where there's principles. So, for instance, there's gravity, right? The fact that there's gravity means you're going to benefit from gravity. And if you're going to enjoy bouncing in a trampoline or a bouncing castle, it means you're benefiting from gravity. If you're going to invite other people to come and enjoy from that aspect, means they're also going to enjoy from gravity, right? So, essentially, there's consequences towards choices, decisions, because of the principles that are in the universe, right? And so, if you're going to do a good thing, the principle in the universe is, at some point in time, you're going to receive something beneficial. Whether it's emotion, whether it's something in return.
There's a gain.
In that aspect.
Yeah.
But that does not undermine the value of generosity. In the sense that this is a consequence. This is a principle. It's a consequence of good actions.
Yeah.
So, regardless of whether you're doing it in good intentions or bad intentions, you're still going to get the consequence. Because it's a principle. So, if you're generous, you're still going to receive something in karma or some sort.
Fair. Right? I can see that. I think we look at it from a consequence.
So what our producer has said essentially is, it's like a principle thing of generosity where just because you either have a good reason to do it or a bad reason to do it, there's gonna be a consequence of your generosity.
But now here's the case.
Sindio?
Yeah. So
there's gonna be a consequence of the generosity. So that means you can't, again, even if you're doing it from wanting the consequence or you're doing it from not wanting the consequence, you know the consequence is there. So it's a biased decision either way. When you're planning an event for your friends,
when I plan something for my friends,
are you caring about your experience alone, or how the other people will enjoy the experience or feel the experience? I know that I will enjoy it because everyone else has enjoyed it. So my first initial plot will be. So you're thinking about them, how they're gonna enjoy it, and because them enjoy it, you enjoy it. I get what you mean. Sense? Yeah, I get what you mean. So I'm gonna come first. I will come first. I'll think about pesa, where I'm going to sleep, how I'm gonna get there, and then now after that, I think about the experience of everyone else. How pesa, how they're going to sleep, where they're going to sleep, and how they're gonna get there, and what you're gonna do. So that if they enjoy it, I will enjoy it after. So like being a good person is inherently selfish. I feel like in a low key, being a good person is inherently selfish. Like, you're not a bad person, but just because you've done something that makes you feel good, it's not bad because the other person is also prospering. You get what I'm saying?
Fairs.
Like, yeah, it's not like a bad thing.
Fairs. But then also, again, you see that word again you're using, good. Just because you think you're a good person, does the other person think you're a good person? Or you're... dunia hii meme and confuse. Will someone else think they're a good person or they think you're controlling?
Controlling
or you're condescending?
Why? Because you're doing something good for them.
Let me give you an example.
Depends on the delivery.
Ushaifika tao. Alafu is this place hey, stupid, last time nilikuwa tao bro. When you concerned. So basically in tao ukifika where Hilton was, the stretch between Hilton and Kimathi House.
Yeah.
Right? There's that Pizza Mojo, whatever, and then there's always this guy who's always there. He's blind. Allegedly, he's blind. Yeah, see, allegedly. But then every single day he's always there and he's playing the harmonica. So every single day he's always there. I've never seen him in any other place in town. It's the same guy, that same position.
Same place, yeah.
And he always gets donations and everything. Right? Now, for me, I always ask myself, nikipati huyu jamaa chwani leo nimpate kesho. Should I give him chwani again?
Why not? If you feel like that's your capacity.
Mbona nipate 2 days in a row?
Mbona usimpe? Mbona umpe day 1 na usimpe day 2 na 3? Mbona umpe day 2 na 3 na usimpe day 5 na 6? Juu
swali yangu ni tukiwa watu 30 tumekupatia chwani. Basically in a day you have 1500 Kenya shillings. 1500 Kenya shillings. No one has that money tax free. Number one. And in terms of how many people have that money in a day. 1500 Kenya shillings in a day times 30, that's 45,000. People, not many people earn 45,000 tax free.
So what's the problem?
So my problem is, am I helping you or am I enabling you to stay in that position the whole time?
To stay in the position of begging.
But
you see, that's the thing. It's like even when we give, I don't know if we know, I think we used to give money, I think around Christmas to like street kids and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or like you put in the bucket for like someone who's hurt or something.
Yeah.
And moms would always be like, I think she also kind of uses the same thing when it comes to tithe in church.
Yeah.
Oh, do it. Because like for tithe, do it because like that's the obligation. But like for this one, for giving for giving donations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Do it. If you're compelled to do it,
yeah.
Do it. What you are doing, your action is to help this person.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing it for. Like you're putting it in that tin or in that can to help this person.
Yeah.
Now what this person moves on to do with the money, if the person grows it, buys drugs, whatever, that's a consequence of their character, their behavior, on what they've decided to do with it.
Yeah.
Now I see you're not privy to this knowledge. You don't have this information. You can only speculate. But every day, if you're putting that 50, putting that 20, and you know you're trying to be like, if 50 tamnulia chumvi or something, you're good.
Yeah.
What you're doing this for, this interaction between your money from your wallet to the tin. Bet.
Yeah.
What happens from the money to the tin and this guy and what he goes on?
Yeah.
That's a hint thing.
Then now isn't that not generosity? Because see that the consequence of that is something that is going to be could be a benefit or to them or a hindrance to you. It's essentially going to be a hindrance to you because
hindrance to me.
It's going to be a benefit to them in your mind. But you're doing it because, as you said, something compels you.
No, by compel, I'm not saying like a deep force or anything. Like you just feel the urge to like kind of do it. You see what I mean? Like feel the urge to put the money inside. And I think it's also because you know in your head, like when you're doing it, you're like, he'll buy salt. He'll buy unga. He'll buy something, whatever you think he'll buy. So you know he's helping you. That 50. Imseko ameshaki tamsaidia. Somehow, you get what I'm saying?
That's what you hope will happen.
Yeah, that's what you hope, and that's probably your motivation to put the 50 in there because you want to help the guy. So that's your motivation, and that motivation is also why you wouldn't feel bad about that 50. Because you're like, nimesaidia mse. I've helped somebody. You see the
nikuulize bro, ukipiga lapta you can play the streets. Ukipiga lapta unapeana how much? Unapeana ngapi?
Sinanga cash man. Yokutu ni uma. I won't even lie to you. But nikiwa na coins kwa mfuko na nipare na msemi uchukua tu coins neka. Kani nimetoka place kuna kitu cash and I have change. I take my coins and I put
it doesn't bother you at all that there's a possibility that you might pass by the same street again tomorrow and I'll find
and
you
put
there.
The same person. It is possible and I know it can happen, but I'm not
it
passing
is almost
that.
Guaranteed.
I'm not passing that street every day. You see now for me.
No. For me, like for example, if you're going to work, when I go to work every day, so I usually use the same route every single goddamn day. So I know I'll meet the same people or the same security guards, etc., etc. But now I'm always like, nikipita hapa alafu hawa si nimewapatia so jana.
But hawezi pia unaona cheki hawezi wazoesha. But unaona tu ni generosity bro. Yo tu una try kushare. But sasa unaona hiyo saa wewe msee akikuzoea bro, maybe saa relationship itaharibika. Hautakuwa labda
kuna relationship.
Hiyo generosity relationship. Hiyo generosity relationship.
Sina kitu kaa hiyo. I'm walking the streets bro.
Unaona bado tuko. Unaona tu bado kwa generosity.
Yeah.
Bro sasa kwa like mabeshte familia what not kuna generosity ya vitu zingine generosity with your time, generosity with your skills, generosity with your space, because you got friends bro who might be generous with money but are stingy with everything else. You got friends who the only thing they can be generous with is their time. They can't give you anything else. And like you have a stingy friend and they're not stingy because they don't give you money. They're stingy because you don't see them. They don't open your house to them. They don't do all those things. They're stingy even with bits of themselves to you. Like you don't know your friend because they're stingy with information about themselves.
So I'm guarded.
Exactly. They're guarded. So they're not generous.
I have walls.
I have walls.
And
the walls limit generosity. You know when you deep it, like their friends, you know, their house or their car. It's not like you guys are going to abuse it, but it's available. This guy's generous with that. It's available for us. We just need to talk and it's available. Yeah. And there's Mandem who can have all the resources and never going to give you no car, no house, no nothing. But outside the boys, they're homies. Yeah. And just saying, this generosity thing, boy, it's not just about money. It's not just about money. It's about many things. Nah, it's just like generosity is about many things.
But why do you have that expectation though? Because you do it.
Because what expectation of
your friends being generous in terms of other aspects?
It's because you're my friends.
You do it.
Do I do it? Yeah, I mean, I'm generous.
Exactly. So do you do it because you expect your friends to also have the same?
No, but I expect my friends.
Hey, where Hey, God damn it, bro.
No, I don't. There's some things I don't do because I want my friends to reciprocate. But in the back of my head, trust me, bro. Yeah. If like I come on to you one day and I'm trying to ask for something, pause, and you are like, you give me some weird energy. Yeah. I'll replay all my generosity, and I'll be like, I just asked for you shit one time, and you're like, so for me it's like, I'm not expecting you to do the same for me every day, but that one time I come through, you better be like, yeah, better.
That doesn't sound like a negative thing to do. Sorry, I'm using you as my
negative
canvas
to do what?
To understand. For example, I usually say, I have a policy where for everyone I meet, I usually give them trust 100%.
And then now depending on
how you move, it
the
goes
thing
down.
changes. Yeah,
so yeah. I've thought about that for some time, and I'm like, maybe that's a negative thing, because deep down I'm also expecting you, or maybe not expecting, but maybe the current trajectory or trend is that people do the same thing for me. I think I don't know. People do where they just tend to be vulnerable around me easily, right? And I usually used to think that maybe it's because I'm a stranger, or
it's true. It's easy, so very easy to open up to strangers.
Exactly, I'm a stranger, or maybe the way I talk, or maybe just something about my personality that you've seen when you're speaking, right? So I used to think that is something that I could exercise now for everyone without regardless of who you are. So for example, if I meet you right now, I meet you for the first time and I'll tell you that I work here and here, I have a podcast, I do this and this, I won't be like guarded about it, because I think something that I've learned in terms of conversation, people tend to speak candidly if you speak candidly, or they think that you're speaking candidly. See what I'm saying? So now I'm just wondering whether if you do the whole, for me personally, if I do that thing where I trust everyone to 100%, is that a too high of an expectation that I'm putting on someone?
Trust somebody at 100%?
Yeah. No, so because now that means if they go down, I start moving differently. Is that too much, too big or too high of a standard?
No, I think like because you're meeting somebody for the first time, you have no reason not to trust them, especially if now you're building a relationship. I think there are two people. I think you're a glass half full than half empty.
Yeah.
Because I think someone else starts at the bottom of the trust.
Yeah.
And now as the friendship or the relationship grows on, they go giving them +10, +5, +6. And then there's you and other guys who start from here and come bringing it down. Like, yo, you're acting, kumbe you're like this. Nilikuwa nafikiria wewe naweza kupea ABCD, but wewe
that's not too high of a, like I'm hearing you speak and I'm like, that doesn't sound like too high of a standard.
No, because even me, there are people I bring into life, and the way you're communicating and hanging out and vibing and even doing projects and work, and even in work, you see, and I'm like, I think we'll be doing good jobs with you.
Yeah.
Am I this friend like you? I think I can leave you for my house keys or something. Or I can give you my car keys.
Yeah.
And then you start chilling with them more, and you're like, no, the way you're talking about ABCD, no, I cannot give you my house keys. You have been taken down. Yeah, it's true. Me, I have that. I have both spectrums. People who I just think you've clicked immediately with, I give them the high trust. People who I'm building slowly, I give them the gradual trust increase thing.
Then how do you know that point where you can now start giving them, like, this is a very unfair question, but how do you know that point in which you can now, let's say you're starting from 0, that point where you start building from 10-20%?
What do you know?
Yeah.
Things happen and you're like they're just markers. It's probably when you're trying to get a girlfriend, and then probably you're a Chelsea fan, and then you see like on her story she's posting Chelsea. You haven't started. You've marked her, quote unquote. But then you see she's Chelsea, and then you see maybe she's doing maybe food you like or something, and then you're like, that in your head adds for you points in regards to this shorty. So now in these relationships, when somebody's doing certain things, they'll level up the trust points. They'll be like, okay, I see you are actually okay, ranked up, ranked down, ranked up. Because when people, the way you're saying, once you have candid conversations with people are able to have candid conversations with you. So in that candid conversations, you're knowing this person, you're getting to know them. So now you can see, no.
Crazy.
Yes. You get it. It happens like that. Hey, shit, we've been massively deep, man. Oh my God. Yo, bro, like, shit.
Well, guys.
Crazy shit as always. Before we go, bro, I have some other... You know what I learned, bro? I hate ungrateful people.
Fuck KPLC.
I hate... fuck KPLC. Fuck Kenya Power Lighting Company. I don't care.
I thought that's where you were going.
Fuck KPLC, man.
I thought that's where you were going. I'm sorry.
Bro, don't even get me started on kids. Fuck. I hate ungrateful people. Bro.
Yeah, what's up?
But I feel like I'll start the next episode with that.
So,
let me take you to a ratchet shit.
What I mean, if you only swali amana. Question of the week is, when it comes to generosity, do you think you do it? Is it possible to be 100% generous, or is it out of selfishness? That's a big question of the week.
Question of the week.
Yeah.
Fashioness of the week, bro. Yeah. You're not, bro.
The fuck?
Is it indica or sativa?
Let's speak about mine, bro.
Is it indica or sativa?
I don't even know what indica is. What is indica, though?
Is you're not indica or sativa?
What is indica, though?
So for the non-gardeners, out there, indica means in like I will use this like is it called an anagram or something? Indica in the couch. So indica and sativa are strains. Indica and sativa are strains. Strains of gardening.
Yeah.
So indica means when you hit an indica, you on the couch, you're mellow, you're sleeping, you're chilling, you're vibing. Yes. Sativa gives you the action, it activates you, it makes you on.
Indica.
Your nut is indica.
It puts you to sleep, though.
Your nut is indica after you nut like this, bro. Okay, you sleep.
Oh, me, that's the effect on them. Oh, I see. It's not mine. It's not mine. What is not in my body is not mine. Wow.
Good answer. Good answer. But what?
When it leaves my body, it is not mine. That's why it's an indica.
Shit.
But to me, like, what's the question? Let me ask you a question.
What is the effect of your nut? Indica or sativa on you?
On me.
Ukisha nut, bro. Are you in the couch or are you active?
Mimi niko active mbaya.
Uko active. Wewe si wale una nut alafu una doze.
Bro.
Interesting.
Interesting. Exactly, bro. Me, I made my budget allocations after. Ask your question.
Wow. No, that was just really. I've just learned a lot. That's all I wanted to say. I've just learned a lot because
I understand the question. Okay.
I was just wanting to find out because there are guys who not they sleep. The guys who after they they just you feel you've done work, bro. But I guess it's different. If you're a 5-minute nigga, a 30-minute nigga, I think a 30-minute nigga will die and a 5-minute nigga will still be active.
So what are you trying to say, dog?
Nothing, bro.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just trying to say, bro.
On a proof of concepts.
Me from the research papers, bro. Me, I'm in the couch, bro. Me, I sleep.
I can't sleep.
But then, I've also known they don't like indica, bro.
They does.
They don't like indica. Not for them. Yeah. For you as mandem, they don't like you sleeping.
Yeah.
They don't like you passing out.
They want you to talk.
Yeah, they want you to talk.
They want you to speak about life.
Or if you've met an animal, they want you to go again.
Oh my gosh. No, wait. I thought you were talking about like at the end of it all.
Not at the... I don't know.
I'm speaking at the end.
After you've done... what's the end?
Breathe. After umepiga laps.
After umepiga lap. Mimi nasema tu after umepiga a lap. It could be the third lap or the second lap, but after umepiga 2 lap.
Okay, you need to follow.
After umepiga 2 lap.
Need to follow.
Nini tofauti?
My answer.
Your answer
I'm exhausted, dog. That's a workout.
So you're in the couch?
Me, I sleep. I think Juna before, it's more of like, in your Patreon. In your Patreon.
In the end of the episode. Si kila mtu anafikanga huku.
In your Patreon.
Si kila mtu anafikanga huku.
At the end, like after fast, yesterday you're like, oh, how are you? You want juice?
After first lap.
Yeah, after the first lap. And then now, that's I think a lot of the, unless they're done, some of the kuboga. But if they're not done, that's when lap 2, lap 3, lap whatever.
After lap 1 unasikianga
lap 1 mimi niko on, bro. I think after lap 1 I can think about
lap 2 ndo unasikianga you're in the couch.
Yeah, bro. That's
but after lap 1,
anytime after that,
you feel
I can move. After lap 1 is when I can think about who am I voting for, like for the next political. Like I'm dead ass. Yeah, right now I can hear you. I can listen to your stories. The other one.
That's crazy. All I'm saying is
nice. I give you the best 2 minutes of your life, bro. Of my life. So.
Good for you, man. All I'm saying is, man, don't be in the couch. I don't like that. And then if you find an animal, bro, and you're a guy for in the couch, you suffer.
You suffer.
You do lap 1, bro. They want you to go 2. Then they don't even have a breathing time, bro. You're trying to stretch the Zguembe, bro. Also, I've heard, bro. And then I'm like, no, go again. Hey, you're like, fuck.
True.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video if you share the video. Love for the love. See you next week. Bet. Will we do our orgasms? That's what you are. 70 years. I was like,